Second, my webcam. Ancestral versus Sapphire versus Flash. I'm just gonna take the Flash. It's actually an interesting pick. So it means Sven gets to take Ancestral, but my teammate gets to take the Sapphire, which are both just great. And then now I'll take a Troxa to go with Flash. Maybe Mystical comes back. Probably not, because Larry, or Sven rather, takes Mystical to go with Ancestral. And then I get a Troxa Flash, passing Lutri Library, which is really good. But once you have Flash starting with a Troxa, starting with Flash, you should just take a Troxa there. And then now Sensei's top, Fetch Land, Chaos Defiler, Sheldock Isle. And here, and another reason this is so good is no one on their team knows I have Flash. And if I took and say Ancestral, Sven takes Mox and then knows Larry has Flash. Third pick Flash also could not go with Larry's first two picks. Imagine Larry took two pretty strong red cards or something. Here, I think I'm just going to take Arid Mesa. None of the things here are strong enough. I don't think Chaos Defiler Flash isn't nothing, but I just like fetches a lot, and I think that this is going to be the most consistent pick here. We are using my powered cube, fully powered, Time Vault, Demonic Consultation, everything. Of course, Final Fantasy cards, and it's been fun drafting this new cube here. Slack's passing to me as well. I'm glad he doesn't know I have Flash. They don't even know I first picked Flash. But yeah, sometimes when you open two pieces of power, it's right to just take a third card, and this was I think a prime example of that. And then here, best card in the pack, probably Pest Infestation. I think I just want to take Expressive Iteration, be a red-blue. Assembling Flash is really strong, and Iteration is good at it. I mean, you just put the creature in your hand and exile the Flash if you hit both. I've lost to that. She was actually Larry who got me with that. No cards in hand, top deck, Iteration into Flash Itali. Anyways, I'll take Iteration, pass a Witness and Undercity Sewers, Indoraptor, Pest Infestation. I'm fine with passing all those cards. Volcanic Island, of course, would be critical to get. I also wouldn't mind reanimate stuff, like something like Goryo's Vengeance or Animate Dead, that kind of card, because Flash is good at getting these things into the graveyard. Well, here's the red-blue land, so I've got to take that. All right, well, that worked out pretty nicely. Passing a Limdul's Vault, and nothing else here that I even care all that much about. And then here, Fiery Confluence is good, but I think I'm supposed to take Tursa, because this could be a deck that wants to discard. No, Fiery Confluence is really good, and I have a good start to red-blue. Let's just take the Confluence. I don't know. I never regret taking that card, I feel like. And then here, don't really want Yogwill. I don't think Worldly Tutor, I feel like, is too bad, even with Flash. I could take Inspiring Vantage, because I already have an Arid Mesa, so I have good inroads into white. Urtai, Crater Maker, Figure. Nah, let's just take Inspiring Vantage. And then now, I could take Stoneforge. It's the best card by a lot. There's also Collective Brutality. If I end up on Reanimator, Collective Brutality is good, but it kind of feels like we could be a Jeskai mid-range deck with Flash. Weird, he's found his way back into Jeskai. What are the odds? Look, all I'm going to say is that I win a lot with Jeskai, and this seems like a good place to be right now. I don't want Wishclaw. Eagles or Glorybringer? I'll take Eagles. I don't have white lands yet to get, but I imagine I'll pick them up. And here, Zagoth Triumph doesn't seem exactly where we're going to be. I'm going to take the Ghost Vacuum. Though, FOMO actually there's some merit to that. But I don't look like I'm Reanimator. I'm just going to take Ghost Vacuum. If I do end up reanimating, Ghost Vacuum is really good against me. It's also just a good card. I've found sideboarding that to be pretty effective. Wow. That's a late Sensei's top. I think I will take it. I mean, Flame Slash is fine. It's definitely a good card. I think Sensei's top is pretty strong. Here, I guess I'll take the Stowaway. I don't really want to take Once Upon a Time. The Once Upon a Time is a very good card. And Jeskai Flash Mups. Let's see. Unearth, Staff of the Story Trail, Utopia Sprawl. I actually think Staff is a little more likely to see play, though I'm not super enthused about it. I'll pass a Cabal Ritual. I don't care. All right. Interesting pack one. We did pass Sven Ancestral and Mystical, which I don't love. Though, honestly, Mystical for Ancestral I don't even think is that good. You're spending 2 mana to be up 1 card and multiple turns. There's a One Ring, a Remand, and an Urza. I mean, I'm going to take the One Ring. One Ring is a really busted card. This deck could use a little acceleration. Don't have that yet, but I'll take One Ring over Remand. It's also colorless. Passing Urza, Remand, and Emperor Bones, I guess, probably the next best card. Sven couldn't even pass me Power back, though did pass me Reanimate. All right, I'll take it. I mean, the fact that I've taken Stoneforge, Mystic, and Eagles doesn't really mean I'm like going to be Jeskai and not play black. Like, obviously these cards could work out, but I feel like Reanimate is still by far what this deck wants over Oust, Headliner, Scarlet, Snuff Out, all those things. And I do have Suspicious Stowaway here as a discard outlet as well. So I do want to play red because I have Steam Vents, Iteration, and Confluence, but we'll see. Oh, now there's a Through the Breach. Probably got to take that. Blood Crypt is really interesting. Blood Crypt to make Arid Mesa into an untapped black duel is really tempting. Is that better? Breach is good though. I just have an Atroxa so far. I'll take the Breach. I think, especially with like One Ring, I have ways to draw a bunch of cards. It seems like it'd be pretty good. Here, probably just take Bolt. Bolt's a great early play. Rafine's Tower is fine, but I'm a pretty big Lightning Bolt fan, and maybe I'll get back one of these like Talismans or something. Tidebinder is also obviously a great card, but I don't think... Here, I'm going to take out the white cards for now. If I end up playing white, I end up playing white. It's totally fine, but I kind of feel like right now I don't need that. Bolt is also a nice, like, efficient card. This deck does need a little ways to speed up. Like, I would consider Bolt a great piece on the way to making One Ring good, for example. And then here, I do like me an Underworld Breach. There's also a Chandra, Coalition Relic, Pentad Prism. Is it too late to breach here, just to spec? What would I give up? I'm giving up a red-white duel, which doesn't do that much for me besides make Eagles good, but I have no white cards I want to play. Pentad Prism would be decent here. All right, I'll take the breach. I'll just spec a little. I don't think... Like, I think the odds that this ends up in my deck are like 20% maybe, probably lower, but I feel like giving up Pentad Prism... It's like if I get a Talisman of Dominance, it's not that much worse than Pentad Prism. Whereas if I see Brain Freeze in like Lotus Petal or LED, then Underworld Breach could be one of the best cards in my deck. So I'll do that. I probably will take Tundra now. Oh, I could take Cauldron Complete. Okay. All right. Let's just take Cauldron Complete, and then now we have a reason to play that Stoneforge. I'm fine with that. Eagles of the North back in. So Brain Freeze over Plateau looking a little worse now, for sure. But I still have the things I already have. Inspiring Vantage. I have this Eagles. It feels like it's not too bad. It would be nice to get another big creature. That I haven't seen. Well, but now I can take Reprieve. Now the door's open for that. Passing on Firebolt and Fallen Shinobi, a freebooter. All right. Okay, well, Jeskai Flash, potentially splashing Reanimate here. I would like to play this Reanimate if I can. And here, whoa, Windswept Teeth? What's that doing here? All right, I will take it. Now I'm feeling that Plateau, the Underworld Breach over Plateau for sure, but I think it's still plenty of time for Windswept Teeth to be good here. And I'm playing like 4 colors, so... Like, for example, Bayou now makes Windswept Teeth into black. I'll take that over Portable Hole and Third Path. I think that's fine. Third Path is kind of a nice card, but I'll do this. And then, you know, there's a chance like now, like, I don't remember if I've seen Leyline Binding or not. I could take that. Plus, Bayou actually casts Atroxa pretty nicely. Taps for 2 of the colors on Atroxa, so I don't even mind having that in my deck. Here, I think I will take Oust over Botanical Sanctum, Glimmer Lens, all that. All right, this is shaping up to be a kind of interesting deck here. And then Tidehollow Sculler versus Elite Spellbinder. I think I'll just take Spellbinder because the mana is going to be easier. And then here's that Talisman of Dominance, which I think I am going to take. This actually looks fine in this deck. I mean, Blood Tithe actually is another discard outlet. Maybe I just do that. You know what? I'll make the mana work. Look, Coalition Relic. She looks pretty nice here. Ooh. Slack's just not usually a GTA guy. I'll take the Spirit Guide. All right, going into pack 3. See what we got. Black Lotus. Look, I passed 2 pieces of power. It was good karma. Now here's my Lotus. Passing Teferi, DT, Memory Lapse. So passing like Memory Lapse or DT right to the Ancestral guy I don't love, but I'll take Lotus. There's Sword of the Meek and Nadu in this pack as well. Ugin. I mean, what's going to get taken? Teferi, DT, Lapse, Ugin for sure. The other 3, it's actually probably Nadu. Maybe if someone took Thopter Foundry, True Name, yeah. Nothing I care about too much though. Funnily enough, this is like not the best Lotus deck. Not that it's going to be bad in the deck. Obviously, Lotus is a busted card, but I mean, One Ring is good to Lotus out, and I guess Through the Breach is good to Lotus out. But the rest of these cards, like their casting costs, actually don't lend themselves all that well to Black Lotus. Okay, so now we've got a Mox Diamond, a Ponder, a Natali, and a Spell Pierce. Does look like a really good Mox Diamond deck. I will say that. Mox Diamond's great with One Ring and I'm playing at least 4 colors. It's also Breeding Pool for Windswept Heath, but that's fine. Itali is okay to flash, but it's not even crazy. All right, I'll take the Mox Diamond. And then here, a bunch of lands that are just okay lands. A Duress, which is pretty good. Inti, Containment Priest. Fire Covenant, which I don't think I want. There's also Joshua Phoenix's Dominant, which would be a kind of nice discard outlet. I think I'm just going to take the Duress here. Oh, I also have Lotus Breach, by the way. So if I get Brain Freeze, we are doing it. Okay, here's a Tundra, which would be really nice for this Eagles. It's also Ketria Triumph, which works nicely with Windswept Heath. There's also Brainstorm, but I'm going to take a land here. I think I'll take Tundra. I'll take the untapped land. And pass on Tameo, Catacombs, Wasteland. I mean, there's a little more time to get lands if I need to. Oh, look, now Indatha Triumph makes Windswept Heath into black. I mean, it's all the colors but red right now. Makes Arid Mesa into black too, which it currently isn't. Okay. And I don't mind passing up all these cards. They're not that intriguing. I really would like to find another flash creature. There's Imperial Seal, Goryo's Vengeance, and Necromancy. I guess there's also Vivi. It's pack 6. I should get one more creature, right? Do I want to take this Necromancy? Maybe I just take Necromancy here over Goryo's Vengeance. There's also Imperial Seal. I have Reanimate already. All right, actually, I'm going to take Imperial Seal here. There's Thopter Foundry for that sword, which is unfortunately not where we're at. Prismatic Ending is a great card. Galvanic Discharge is also pretty good. I don't think I want Passageway Seer. I think I'll just take Prismatic Ending. All right. No more creatures, huh? Currency Converter could be nice here. I've got Mox Diamond, Suspicious Stowaway, Blood Tithe. These Surveil lands, yeah, they're whatever. All right, Tali didn't come back, but somehow Teferi did. Oh, I could have had Thopter Sword. All right, well, I'll take Teferi. Oh, that was not the Itali pack, and now Slam Itali. Okay, this kind of came together at the last minute. So now I need to cut a couple cards. I'll probably not main the Ghost Vacuum. Oh, Eagles also good with Currency Converter. And I could maybe not play Elite Spellbinder, and then this is now 15 lands plus Lotus Eagles, not counting the Mox Diamond at all. And I don't think I want Copperline Gorge just for the out of casting Atrox. I have enough green sources here. The Underworld Breach over Plateau pick definitely didn't work out, but I mean, that's just kind of how it happens sometimes. Inti versus Seachrome Coast. I think I just take Seachrome Coast here. And Fire Covenant, which is also a good card, but I have a lot of interaction. I don't think I need that, because I have Fiery Confluence is a bit of a sweeper. Bolt, Oust, Prismatic Ending. Tameo is just the best card. If I got one more land, I'd be pretty happy, but 2 fetches, my mana is going to be pretty good. Am I going to Flamehold Grappler, or should I just Skyclave? Actually looks like kind of a nice Grappler deck. I have a lot of 1 mana plays and 0 mana plays. Grappler, play Lotus, copy it. That's just not that bad. 3 mana 3/3 that puts a Black Lotus into play is not bad at all. Yeah, I don't think I want to play Breach with Lotus. I'm just not filling my graveyard well enough. All right, I'll take the Chariot. I don't think I want Oath in this deck. And Territorial Kavu actually is not crazy. I mean, I need to cut some cards here, but all right. Let's Shame the Woodfall Primus for my opening pack didn't wheel, but so it goes. Okay, so 5-color flash, huh? Let's cut. I need to cut a couple cards. I need to cut 2 cards, I think. Let's see. So for black sources, I have Arid Mesa, yeah, which gets it 1, 2, 3, 4, plus Lotus and Mox for black. So I probably want like 2 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources. Oh, Windswept Heath doesn't get red. Yeah, that's the cost. I did get 2/3 of the breach combo. I will say that. So let's see. If I put in Bolt or 2 mountains, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. I mean, maybe I take out the Fiery Confluence. I can just like side it in if it's good. And islands I don't need that many of because most of my lands get it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably plenty. And then that leaves 2 plain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus those. Oh, and Eagles. Eagles also is an additional of any color but red. So, okay. So it's 2 cards if I want to play 16 lands. Just 2 of each basic. It actually seems like that's about right. Sensei's Top looks pretty nice here. I've got 2 fetches and the Eagles. I guess I could just take out Territorial Kavu. It's green is going to be my smallest color. I'm not going to have enough green to reliably run it. And maybe I take out Blood Tithe because just, again, a double colored card is a little hard. Or I take out Flamehold Grappler. The Coalition Relic, I think, is nice in this deck, too. Curve is pretty low. Relic or Flamehold? I guess I'll just take out. Or Blood Tithe. I guess I'll take out that. 16 lands plus Lotus and Eagles. I could also take out a land. If I take out Mountain, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I don't. Is there any chance I want anything else here? I don't think I want Rafine, Staff. All right. I guess I'll run this. All right. My team, Xanth has a Mana Crypt and like a just solid Mardu deck with like Ragavan, FOMO, Rabbit. Bunch of good 3s. So the Mana Crypt obviously going to be nuts here. And then Comet, Pyrogoyf, Palace Jailer, Dion, Elspeth. Pyrokinesis is great. Chaos Defiler. All right, solid deck. Banana Man is on Boros. Broadside Bombardiers is good. Parallax Wave, Solitude, Fourth Year Lingus, Swords to Plowshares, decent curve. All right, a little heavy on 3s also. And then Larry, who got my Mox, has Mox Academy, which is nice. Tameo, Dak, Vivi. All right. Ugin, Urza. Not bad, not bad. A little light on artifacts, but still pretty solid, and double Mox is nice. So let's get to round 1. All right, time for round 1. Battling against the Ancestral we passed. The funny thing is if they see the Lotus, they're going to think I opened Lotus and passed Ancestral Mox, which, you know, that would make a lot of sense, but they don't even know I first picked Flash. All right, well, speaking of the Lotus, yeah, I mean, this hand is obviously good. This is kind of why I was saying that Lotus wasn't like the best in this deck, just because I don't really want to Lotus out a Teferi Time Raveler. But I could also Sensei's Top and look for like Atraxa or Atali Breach. Lotus is also pretty good at casting Atali or Atraxa. The Atali's a little easier on the mana, but Lotus still does a pretty reasonable job of casting Atraxa because you just need 3 of the 4 colors in off your lands, and then Atraxa gets the rest. All right, blue-white. And I'm like the card Captain on top. Oh. The problem with that, Lotusing out Stoneforge, is I wouldn't have white necessarily, so I think I'm going to go Sensei's Top Go. I'm not going to top on Upkeep because I'll hope to just draw a white source, but well, we'll see. Oh, so Esper? All right. So if I just draw a white source, it's easy. think I'll just look for white sources here. Let's go to Teferi. Leaving a white, +1. Swamp, Stoneforge, and then upkeep all top here. Pick up Cauldron Complete, pass the turn. And upkeep all top to look for white. Just felt like that was a reasonable use of Lotus here. I could have done it on turn 1, but this way I could get my Teferi into play also. Okay, Spellseeker. All right, go get your Ancestral, no doubt. I could also wait a turn. Or wait, not a turn, but wait till my draw. I think upkeep topping is probably fine. All right, well, I found Arid Mesa, so that worked out perfectly. Draw Arid Mesa, crack this. So I can get Plains or Hallowed Fountain. Just gonna get Plains here. Put a Cauldron Complete into play. I think just +1 Teferi again and hit for 5 here. And they go to 13. It's funny, after mulling between the Night's Whisper and the Spellseeker heads up to 7, so it can start going libraries and ancestrals, but does kind of need to answer this Cauldron pretty soon. And I think I'm going to upkeep top again, tapping Island, and see what I find. Sven has a million cards in hand. The funny thing is, if you don't cast Ancestral now, though, you can't do it end of turn because of Teferi, so that actually makes discarding more of an issue, or you don't spend your mana. It's not ideal. All right, well, we'll see what this is. Verdant getting Trop. Ancestral, all right. Up to 9 cards in hand. I've already played a land, so probably like the idea would be play 1 card and then still have to discard 1 card to hand size. But I guess we'll see what Sven ends up doing. Soul Guide Lantern, sure. Get that Lotus out of here. I had no way to bring it back anyway, so not a big deal. Okay, and that's to discard. Gets to attack Teferi for 1. All right, you got it. And let's go spin this top. And what are we looking to find here? Duress would probably be pretty decent. Flash, not so much. Reprieve and Stowaway. All right, I'll just keep the Reprieve on top. Hit for 6 down to 6. And I think just plus Teferi. There's nothing I really want to bounce. I guess I'll play my Island and pass the turn here. Crack Soul Guide to draw a card. All right, got a quadrillion cards in hand, 9 cards here. Can't even use library, too many cards in hand. But I've got Reprieve up, I've got Teferi. So I guess what I kind of want to fade is a cheap removal spell. Though, because of Teferi, Sven has to sorcery speed everything. I can also bounce Cauldron Complete. Like, let's say Sven goes like kill your germ token, right? With something like a Path to Exile, because I have to do it now. I can bounce the germ and then, or bounce the Cauldron with Teferi and then Stoneforge it back into play. Time Walk too, huh? Okay. Sven open Ancestral and get past Time Walk? Well, that's pretty good. That makes me feel a lot worse about this game, I'll tell you that much. Paradise Druid, sure. Attack Teferi for 1. I'm just not going to bother using Prismatic Ending, of course. All right, well, a little harder to win this game now, I think, but we'll have to see. Cauldron Complete, what a card. Ancestral and Time Walk, that's tough. It's going to be hard. All right, blue, blue. Okay, this is looking like I'm gonna get to land a nice reprieve at least, assuming this isn't like an uncounterable spell or something. Treachery on the germ. I think I'm gonna just reprieve it. I could prismatic ending the germ in response to treachery, and then they wouldn't untap lands. But the problem with that is Sven can then attack the Teferi with Paradise Druid and Spellseeker, and then I wouldn't be able to bounce the Cauldra. So that doesn't work out quite as well. Ponder, okay. I mean, currently I don't have the win here because the germ token is not quite enough. I can bounce Spellseeker, but then the Paradise Druid chumps. There is a chance, though, depending on what Sven does, that I get to, let's see, I get to attack. I mean, let's just see what my top cards are first, of course. Duress, Seachrome, Coast, Iteration. So if my iteration, yeah, I guess I can just draw the iteration. Iteration. Okay, I'm going to put Through the Breach in my hand. Exile Duress, and I think Duress Sven, see what's going on over there. Memory Lapse, Big Teferi, Yogwill. Oh no. Yogwill is pretty frightening with that Time Walk, so I think I have to take Yogwill here. And I think what I'm going to do is +1 this. I'm going to go for kind of a cheesy win here. We'll see if it works. Attack with these two. And basically, if Sven just blocks with Spellseeker, then I would win. Well, if I block the Cauldra, I guess this makes sense. And you go to 1 here. Ancestral's not there, Yogwill's not there. So currently this is the hand. All right, go to 1. I think I keep up Prismatic Ending because I think Prismatic Ending on the germ is going to be potentially very good. I could play Suspicious Stowaway, but I want to stop this Treachery from landing, which I think, what is this? Oh, top draw with Library, sure. Which I think is, there's a decent chance that that it happens that way, but we'll see. And then I still have the Teferi bounce Stoneforge plan. Okay, blue, blue. Get lost on the Teferi. Okay. That's unfortunate. Now, hasn't played a land yet. Maybe, I guess, yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine not playing Treachery, though, because I've got 2 attackers. So, oh, no plays? Huh. Okay, so, gonna use Terra Sunder, I guess. That's fine. I'm gonna spin top. Lightning Bolt's probably a pretty good one, I would say, at this point in time. Okay, and this is going to be Terra Sunder on the Cauldra Complete. Okay. And let's just spin top again just to make sure I've got the order I want it. Yeah, so let's actually go... Draw... Map token that. Map token this again. Put Great Currency Converter into the graveyard. Attack with Stoneforge Mystic. Chump. And then Suspicious Stowaway. And as Sven memory lapses, I get to Bolt. Yoink. All right. What a game, huh? Got game one. Well, Sven doesn't know about my Through the Breach flash part of the deck, but Stoneforge Cauldron did actually beat a bunch of really good cards. Do I want Ghost Vacuum? Pretty good against just cutting down on Yogg-Will stuff. Oust looked kind of bad. Bolt, I guess, is okay. Prismatic End is just okay. I don't think I want Fiery Confluence or Underworld Breach. Do I want Flamehold Grappler? It doesn't when you take the removal out of the equation, the Grappler gets a little bit less enticing. All right. I think I'll run this and see how this goes. On the draw here, turn 1 One Ring, turn 1 Breach Atali, turn 1 Mulligan. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this hand, sure. I'm going to put back Plains. I feel like 2 lands on the draw. Could put back Bolt as well, but I don't know, this seems reasonable. I'm going to play Swamp on 1 because I need to draw a red source anyway. Oh, Converter. Nice. That means I have a good turn 2 play even if I miss here. Okay. You got it. Time Lock's a strong card for sure. Eagles of the North, also a pretty reasonable draw. Shelldock's pretty good. It's the second time in a couple weeks that Sven's had Time Walk Ancestral. Last time he had a Mox too. All right. Well, not keeping the Plains hasn't worked out great, but I have a couple looks for lands here. Okay, Currency Converter is going to be good in this kind of game. Teferi really won me that game. It made things a lot more difficult for Sven. All right, well, I'll discard Bolt here. I guess drawing Lotus isn't too bad. What is this? Flashing in Enduring Curiosity? All right. Lotus. Relic. Teferi. Bounce Enduring Curiosity. All right. I mean, that actually works pretty nicely, and then I can make a 2/2 end of turn. I repeat my assertion that this is not the best Black Lotus deck you've ever seen. Obviously, it's fine, but both games I've used it to effectively cast Teferi Time Raveler, which is not really, the cream of the crop exactly when it comes to lotusing out things. But I've got my Coalition Relic now. It's going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting. So if Sven just hard casts Enduring Curiosity, I'm okay with that. Get Lost the Teferi is such a brutal play to have to make. Oh, Strip Mine? Well, as long as I have my Coalition Relic, I don't care. All right. I strip the Endotha Triome, probably. The funny thing is the Hallowed Fountain's actually better for me, but... Well, it's actually kind of close then, because Endotha Triome, Hallowed Fountain, and Swamp had the same land, so that's a good play on Sven's part. All right. Let's make a 2/2 draw. Stoneforge Mystic, okay. Can't Iteration. I guess I'll just charge Relic and play Stoneforge. I could also play Blood Tithe. Actually, Blood Tithe is kind of nice because it can block the Enduring Curiosity. Yeah, let's do that because I can go Blood Tithe, Blood Token, discard Prismatic Ending. What a card. All right. And I can block Curiosity with Blood Tithe, or I can block it with 2 tokens, depending on what Sven does. Is this like a Treachery or something? Sure. Not drawing a land there was a kind of a bummer. Things were looking a lot better before that, huh? Shelldock isn't super close. 3 cards in hand, no green mana right now. That's not too bad. Attack the Teferi. Well, I'll make a 2/2 and I'll double block. Because I feel like this is going to want to happen at some point regardless. It's unfortunate that the Enduring Curiosity, you know, still going to be in play as an enchantment. Means that Blood Tithe is dangerous, but if I can draw something to play, I'd be pretty happy. I'm just kind of behind now. Treachery will do that. Passageway Seer has the initiative and goes to get a green. All right. Yeah, missing that last land drop has made it pretty difficult to imagine winning, but we'll see. We'll see what I draw. Inspiring Vantage. Okay. I guess I can go Vantage Iteration. Maybe find something. Cauldron Complete. I've already played a land, so I guess I'll put Windswept Teeth in the hand, Cauldron on the bottom, Exile Mountain, play Stoneforge. Go get Cauldron, plus Teferi. Pass the turn, and I guess I'm going to lose my Teferi. That's a shame. The good news, if there is any, I don't think there's much. Sven has to decide between killing Teferi or drawing cards, and if Sven's both at Teferi, it's a little... Get lost the Stoneforge. Yeah, I'm pretty dead here. Because Teferi's down. I take 5. Sven draws a card. I don't have anything I can play here. All right, well, we'll be going to game 3 shortly. I suspect Shelldock is creeping towards live here. And Terra Sundered, a Coalition Relic. Yeah. All my stuff died. Oh, you know, through the Breach of Tali. No, I'm actually just straight up dead next turn. I guess I can draw with Currency Converter and see if I draw something that's relevant. Reprieve is not going to do it. All right, go to game 3. Underworld Breach, Oust. Oust is looking a little better now that I've seen some of those things, but I'm not even that excited about ousting Passageway Seer or Enduring Curiosity that much. I might play Elite Spellbinder in. It looks like it would be decent in this matchup. I'll keep the Bolt. Maybe I just won't play the Ghost Vacuum, though it does answer Yogg-Will, kind of not quite by itself, but it does a pretty good job against it. Maybe Prismatic Ending isn't that good. All right. Let's get in there. I'm on the play. Let's see if I can get some turn 1 Flash Atroxa. Or Flash of Tali. Huh. I'm definitely going to keep. I guess what I can do is I'm going to go Lotus. Troxa or Tali. The thing is, if I flash a Troxa, I have a decent chance of hitting Reanimate. I'd have to hit Reanimate and a Black Source. Or Mox. If I flash a Tali, though, I could just play, let's see, how many cards in my deck are good to hit with a Tali? Cauldron, Through the Breach because I have a Troxa, One Ring, those 5. Hitting the rest of these is, Reanimate and Necromancy, Reanimate, I didn't take the Necromancy. Reanimate is sick too. So I have 6 really good hits, and then Flash is gone, and look, Iteration is gone, and Lotus is gone. And then I have 2, 3, Prismatic Ending's actually not in my deck. I guess, what did I side in? Ghost Vacuum? Sure. And Elite Spellbinder. Well, Spellbinder's a good hit, and then Ghost Vacuum's a medium hit. These are basically misses. These are the mediums. I mean, hitting Stoneforge is okay. Hitting Top is okay. Hitting Imperial Seal. Oh, I guess I could get Reanimate. This is kind of a medium hit. This is a medium hit, and these are bad hits. So I flash Atroxa. I have 6 really good hits, 4 really bad hits, or flash Atali rather, and 7 medium hits. So 11. Oh, this is also a medium hit. 11, 4, 8, 12 versus 6. And then of Sven's deck, oh no, I guess this is going to be the Elite Spellbinder. So, oh, and the Ghost Vacuum. So I have a lot of pretty medium hits. If I flash Atroxa, I'm not putting anything into play, but if I find Reanimate or potentially Imperial Seal, it's really good. And the thing is, so, like, let's see, I have 6. I have to make sure I don't time out. So I can undo it. 6 pretty good hits. And even then, Teferi's not insane, though the rest of these hits are really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 medium hits and 4 like quite bad hits. So 10, 16. So 4 out of 16 is bad. 6 out of 16. Oh, wait, no, this is more than 16. Sorry, fine, 19. 4 out of 19 is bad. 6 out of 19 is great. So 1 out of 3. And then the other 9 out of 19 is just okay. And I get to hit Sven's, which, you know, if I hit, there's some of the cards I hit that are really good, some are really bad. And I get to iteration afterwards, I guess. Either way. The thing is, Atali casts the spell. I kind of feel like just casting the spell, I don't know. The thing is, if I don't hit Reanimate on Atroxa, I just don't think it does that much. All right. Let's see. Hit Cauldron Complete and Spellseeker. There we go. All right. Cast Cauldron Complete. Someone's going to be like, why did you tank for 7 minutes? The answer is I had Atali and Atroxa, and now I can get Reanimate, which I don't have the black for yet, but I have iteration here, so if I can find a black source. Oh, wait. Undo. Okay. Let's do it the right way. Because I'm going to get to play the Mox Diamond. I get to reanimate the Atali. This is so sick. Which would I rather have in my hand? I guess I'd rather have Stow in my hand. Mox. Discard the planes. Reanimate the Atali. Hit Sensei's Dividing Top and True Name. All right, well, acceptable. Your turn. After all that, well, I thought it was worth an exercise worth going through. I really do. Oh man, now I feel bad because I just completely slow rolled Sven, but we take those. All right, time for round 2. That was great. Playing against Daxers, I'll definitely keep this hand and hope to draw black or Lotus. This is the hand where Lotus would really shine. But I think turn 2 Stowaway on the play with then Reprieve up, hopefully Duress is good. Daxers is playing blue-black with DT, Subtlety, Time Twister, Narset, that sort of thing. So, and Hull Breacher. So hopefully we get to do our thing here. Turn 1 Steam Vents, go. Not as good as my last turn 1, I'll admit, but I think worth keeping. Just play a tapped Steam Vents and ship the turn. Hope that our Stowaway... I mean, if Daxter doesn't have a turn 2 play, Stowaway flips. That's money. Prismatic Ending. Not an ideal draw in this matchup, I don't think. Prismatic Ending is a good card. Oh, am I going to get Subtletied here? Sure. I would allow it. But I have been not playing matchups where Subtlety is great. No, don't kill my Suspicious Stow. Oh, I don't care about that. That is all good. All right, well, send with this. Land would be really nice. Let's discard one of my big creatures, I think. And I think I'd rather discard a Troxa here. And I'm just going to pass the turn and flip. Since I got nothing else to do. If I land a nice reprieve here, it's all well and good. But obviously missing a land drop when I have a really powerful 5 isn't great. And my draws were 7 drop into 4 drop, which is also not ideal. All right, I got a 19. I assume you got something here. I hope it's a sorcery, because if I can successfully reprieve here, it'd be pretty nice. All right, Eagles of the North. Well, let's attack and draw a card, hopefully. Oh, is this going to be Hull Breacher? Yes, it is. Oh, Tashana's Tidebinder. Well, I'm reprieving that too. Okay. That's money. What do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to go Mountain Go. Keeps my Seafaring thing flipped, but most importantly, I don't think I want to use Lotus to play One Ring. It feels like sacking Lotus to put something into play that draws cards isn't really going to be as good as hopefully setting up an Atali next turn where Daxter's Tidebinder's this thing again or goes for it. And then I go ahead and just go Lotus Atali because I'm going to cycle Eagles for... I think I've got to just get Hallowed Fountain here. I don't think getting a tap land is what I want to do. I think Hallowed Fountain's better than Plains. Ooh, Scry to the top. I like that. If I can get this, make this play happen, then I'll be pretty happy. Okay, Hallowed Fountain. Oh, reanimate too. Okay. So now we've got a slightly different plan to go for. Oh, all right. Well, then Lotus. Sack Lotus for black. Dress you. Are we getting Hull Breacher twistered here or attempted to? Well, you maybe play Hull Breacher in response to that card draw, if so. So, if Tidebinder is a little annoying. Oh, cut down just didn't. Interesting. What's in the hand? Now I gotta know. From the Catacombs, Subtlety, Tidebinder, Kaito. Oh, so kept up Subtlety mana? Or no, kept up Tidebinder. Well, this is, I guess, just wanted to keep up Tidebinder, I see. Well, I could, and kept a card on top. What I could do here, it's kind of weird. I could go Imperial Seal. What would I get? What's my best thing to get? Because my Trox is already gone. Because what I can do is I can Imperial Seal and then through the Breach Atali to play my top card. Or what I can do is I can just through the Breach Atali and then reanimate a Troxa and take from the Catacombs here. And then I get to play Daxter's top card also. All right, I guess I'll take from the Catacombs. 16. I'll cast through the Breach. Put Atali into play. Probe and Sensei's top. Well, okay, that was not ideal. Now there's Flash. And then reanimate Atroxa. And Atroxa into some stuff. Artifact, instant, planeswalker, sorcery land. Oh, Mox here. All right. Oh, and currency converter. Interesting. So instant, sorcery, planeswalker. I guess I'll take Mox Diamond and a land, take an Inspiring Vantage. Because then I can go Mox, discard a land. And Imperial Seal. Go to 7. Let's get... Might honestly just be Stoneforge Mystic at this point. All right. Pass the turn. Tali is gone. I do have to worry about this from the Catacombs here at some point. Can play Kaito and tap down Atroxa. That Atali hit was pretty bad. They left a card on top, so I thought getting it was good, but it didn't work out great. All right, so Strix is coming in, and you get to Ninja Kaito, and then replay Strix, but I can just like answer everything here, so I'm not too worried about that. So I mean, Daxter probably drew a land here. Well, I guess you'd make this play even if you hadn't drawn a land, I think. All right, I go to 4. Minus Kaito and Atroxa. I assume. Be a little surprising if there was any other play made. And then next turn I can play Teferi. I mean, I guess there's a chance Daxter's could... Oh, I see what's happening here. So Daxter's has, you know, Baleful Strix plus these 3 cards in hand plus whatever they do for turn. Probably doesn't have a land and is going to think about scrying to find one, maybe? Or has a land and is just deciding whether keeping Baleful Strix in play is necessary. There is a Celestial Colonnade over there I do have to watch out for. Okay, so let's draw. I'm going to bolt the Kaito for sure. I think I want to play One Ring so I don't get colonnaded this turn. Okay, and 4. This is going to be stunned for 2 turns. I do have to watch out for that. So maybe I don't even tap the One Ring here. And just bolt the Kaito. All right. Pass the turn. The Tali missing is going to make this game a lot harder than I think it would be otherwise. I feel like this game was pretty winnable, but I'm actually kind of behind now despite all that. Maybe I should have not breached Tali. That's interesting. Because I'm going to end up kind of short on lands here too. Imperial Sealing for Stoneforge also didn't work out great, so I don't know. We'll see what Daxter's does. I mean, Thieving Skydiver is actually pretty annoying here. Oh, Narset, Parter of Veils. Okay. These cards in hand. Alongside a Time Twister. Okay. That could certainly be problematic. And Concealing Curtains. Okay. No point in attacking here. Let's draw land. Could play Teferi. I'll just get Subtletied if that's the case. Yeah, the Stunning Atroxa for 2 turns I think is kind of going to get the job done, funnily enough. I guess I've got a Prismatic ending the Narset. Oh, hold on. I think I have to try to play the Teferi. I assume I'm getting Subtletied here, but I don't really have a choice, I don't think. I mean, there's just no shot. Daxter's doesn't do that here. Okay. Subtlety pitching Tidebinder. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, I think I just have to let Narset live. I'm going to kill the Concealing Curtains with Prismatic Ending. And play Stoneforge Mystic. And if Daxter's draws a land, their hand now is Time Twister Skydiver. Land to colonnade me kills me, but otherwise I actually think I'm potentially in okay shape. Because casting Time Twister with Narset in play is good, but I mean, I still have an Atroxa in play, and I'll still be drawing a new card. So I guess we'll have to see, huh? And all right, I mean, I didn't die to just a land, I guess. Did Dexter draw Cut Down to kill the Stoneforge first? It'd be kind of brutal if so. Nope, we're just Time Twistering. All right, let's do it. I also get to reshuffle all my cards, which is nice because my deck was kind of out of things that did anything. And I exiled 4 lands to Atali, which is also kind of nice. All right, fresh set of cards. It's turning out to be a very interesting game. What should I have done differently? I guess maybe not breaching Atali, but it's kind of tempting to go Vor, because the whole thing is I basically missed on that. I hit Probe top. Neither of them really did anything. The funny thing, too, though, is Atroxa also doesn't get past that Baleful Strix very easily. All right. Had I not breached Atali, I could have maybe duressed the Kaito instead of the Catacombs. But the thing is, then actually any land just goes Catacombs. Oh, no, the Atali's not in the graveyard, so I guess that is the difference. All right. Vindicate the Atroxa. Sure. I've got to upkeep top here. I don't even think you Narset here. All right. Because now any removal for the Strix means I get to hit with Stoneforge, the Narset, and then start using the One Ring. Obviously, I guess I didn't need to stop when I have the One Ring out. Colonnade's still an issue here. Black Lotus Currency Converter Eagles. The funny thing is, if I had a mana, if this was an untapped land, I could play Eagles here. And that would be kind of nice. These just don't do anything. All right, I'm dead. I'm just dead to Colonnade now. All right, down a game. Did feel like I could have done things a bit differently for sure. I guess Elite Spellbinder seems like it'd be good in this matchup. I don't think I want the Ghost Vacuum. Oust looks a little weak. Bolt is still quite good, but Oust is a lot worse against like Hull Breacher because you can't play at instant speed. And all right, I guess I'm good to go. All right, on the play. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves. All right, this hand is obviously pretty reasonable. Turn 2, I get to play Stoneforge. If I draw Lotus, I get to pop off. All right. Ooh, are we getting Subtletied? No. Cauldra, pass the turn. And it's kind of nice. I have Atroxa Breach Reanimate, so the Concealing Curtains doesn't really break any of that up. If you take Atroxa, I can reanimate it. If you take Reanimated, I can breach it. And if you take Breach, that's the best way. But then if any discard spell also does the trick. Let's just Cauldra here, I think. Play Arid Mesa. Slam for 5. And I guess Coalition Relic actually adds another angle to it. I can cast Atroxa. I mean, turn 4 Relic, turn 5 Atroxa is definitely a thing. I guess for Curtains, I'll get... Oh, Frantic Search, I was going to say. Oh, Frantic Search is kind of nice, because if Daxter discards a Reanimate target, it makes the Curtains choice even harder, because then there's multiple good options here. As is, taking Breach is the one that strands this the best, but you discard something good over there, and that no longer does it. Well, cut down an island, yeah. I guess cut down would have been good a turn later. A turn earlier. Oh, are we not attacking curtains? Oh, are we leaving up Tidebinder mana? No, what is this? Oh, Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. Alright. And then stun the Germ token. That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, and then crack Mesa. I think I just get the Indatha Triome here. I was going to say a Mox would be pretty nice, though. Actually, Coalition Relic into Stowaway is pretty nice. Because now I've got multiple ways to... I've got a lot of ways to Atraxa next turn. I have Stowaway, discard, reanimate. I have Through the Breach. I'm somewhat close to casting it. So if Daxter's flips Curtains here, which is like a pretty reasonable play to make, and then attacks with both, first of all, you flip Curtains, and I guess you take maybe reanimate? I don't know, but I guess we're not having that happen. All right, well, I'm going to chump here because I don't want Kaito to draw a card. And the Stoneforge doesn't really do much anymore here. Tidebinder's a little annoying. Okay, Narset. Makes the Stowaway less good for sure. Narset miss? All right. I don't mind that. Undercity Sewers. Get to surveil one. So I am next turn most likely gonna Stowaway, just attack Kaito, because I want to kill the Narset. I think the Narset is more dangerous here. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Through the Breach. I'm actually gonna play my land first so that I can duress post Breach here. Or reanimate maybe. Put Atraxa into play. I get creature, land, sorcery, instant. Instant? So land, white, white, red, blue, blue. I guess a second red. And I think I pick up, well, I'm going to definitely get Imperial Seal, and I think I take Atali. Seems reasonable over Elite Spellbinder. Okay. I mean, I get Kudatali this turn. I guess that's probably fine. Attack Narset, attack Daxters. I won't draw, but I'll discard a card. And then I'll get to reanimate the Atali. All right. Oh, I killed the Narset. So never mind. I even got to draw. Perfect. Oh, and I drew Mox. So now I can Imperial Seal. Okay, do I have something good to Imperial Seal? I mean, Teferi Time Raveler is actually pretty interesting. The Atraxa is going to go away, but the rest of these are here. What else could I Imperial Seal for? The One Ring? The One Ring's not bad either. I'm at 23. All right. Mox. Imperial Seal. I think it's the One Ring. I mean, it could be Time Raveler, but no, the One Ring sounds pretty good. And then reanimate Atali. Go down to 14. Hit the One Ring and Lorien Revealed. All right. Let's do it. I guess I didn't really need to hit Lorien Revealed, but... and I think I'll draw now because of Hull Breach. Sure. Atraxa goes away. I still have kind of overwhelming forces here. Enough to kill Kaito at least. And I have Time Raveler, which can do some good work, and Reprieve. I did draw a bunch of lands, but I drew enough cards that I should be fine here. All right, Daxters on Baleful Strix. You got it. I guess you could tap down the Germ token again with Kaito, but then the Suspicious Stowaway kills Kaito, and then I guess Baleful Strix blocks Atali is kind of the idea. I mean, I'm getting close to transforming Atali as well. That is a pretty real thing. And what else we got? I do have to worry about From the Catacombs. Thieving Skydiver to Mox. Sure. It's acceptable. I mean, I kind of imagine Kaito is gonna minus here. Oh, interesting. Tapping a Tali. Okay. Take my turn, lose 1 life. Draw. Do I want to use the One Ring is kind of the question. What am I Teferiing here? I could just One Ring and Teferi the One Ring. Sounds kind of nice. I don't know. I guess I don't need to play it yet. Let's attack first. Let's go. I don't care about drawing a card, so let's attack Daxers and attack Kaito. Daxers goes to 9 and Kaito dies is what I assume is just going to happen here. At 13. I could also Teferi plus, but is that good? I'm going to have Reprieve up then. Teferi goes up to 5. Flip, attack Teferi, but then I attack back. So actually, yeah, I think I like Teferi plus and Blood Tithe Harvester. And then this way, I have Reprieve up. I'm attacking for lethal. If Daxers wants to get rid of Teferi, has to like flip curtains and attack with curtains plus Skydiver. And then I attack back for potentially lethal, especially since I get to see a bunch of cards. So, and Tali is still kind of lurking there. I'm at 13. If this is expensive, I'm definitely reprieving it. It looks like it might just be a curtains flip. Oh, Necromancy. Oh, I see. All right, I'm going to reprieve that. And now, Necromancy on Atroxa. Oh, attack Teferi down to 2. Does that work? Yeah, that is pretty good. Okay. Let's see what Daxter's reveals. Reveals Subtlety, Probe, DT. Yeah, wow, Daxter's deck is really nice. DT, Thoughtseize, Inquisition. So gets one of these 3, 4, 5 sorceries, an instant, a creature, and a land. Oops, I need to show chat. What you getting there, Daxerino? This has been a cool match for sure. Could take Thoughtseize, but going to 7 definitely is a risk. I don't have Prismatic Ending in my deck, do I? I do have Prismatic Ending in my deck. Okay. I'm going to see a lot of cards next turn, so if I can see Prismatic Ending for Necromancy, I feel a lot better about the situation. Now that I've seen Necromancy and Echovians, I'm a little bit more inclined to want Ghost Vacuum. Okay, attacking Teferi down to 2. You got to do that. Choose a Cold Epiphany, Subtlety, Thoughtseize, and Island. All right. The good news about Thoughtseize, I don't actually have anything in my hand that Thoughtseize is particularly good against. Yeah, taking Iteration is fine. I'm still going to see a lot of cards here. And then this puts Daxers to 7, which means if I can get rid of the Atroxa, it's going to be pretty good for me. Flash is not so good. All right. +1 Teferi. Just tap the One Ring here. Okay, Sensei's top. Spin top. All right, there's the Prismatic Ending. Draw. Prismatic Ending, Necromancy. And this isn't lethal, but let's see. I think I'm going to go, I guess Bayou's fine. Currency Converter. Attack. No, if I have to attack. Oh, Blood Tithe. I guess this. Sorry, that's not lethal because the. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just. I'll leave this back then. Doesn't have to chump anyway. This puts Daxter's to 1, which obviously ends up making the Suspicious Stowaway. So blocking to make it so Suspicious Stowaway isn't lethal. It makes sense. Draw. I could just discard the flash now, I guess. Since I'm not playing flash anyways, and I want to discard a 2/2 under Converter. Blood Tithe the Skydiver. And I guess I can play Sensei's Top and pass the turn. Okay. I mean, feeling pretty good about this. Teferi's going to live, so Daxter's has to play at sorcery speed. Equip Cauldron Complete onto Suspicious Stowaway is a pretty good way to win. Obviously, the Atali's pretty big. I think I might get this one. This was a slog. Both games, I've gotten both my big creatures into play, and I lost game 1, and I'm going to barely win this game, it feels like. So I feel like my deck is a little thin once you get by. Oh, Either Spellbound is actually a really good card in this matchup. My deck's a little thin once you get by through the flash package. I'm like, I can Imperial Seal for any card in my deck with Atali out, and it's like the best I could do was a 1-ring, which wasn't really even that exciting, to be honest. Kaito's also been pretty good. I feel like game 1 would have been a nice one to steal. Well, not even steal. I was one who was ahead a lot of the game. To not lose to getting stolen, I guess. Because against a Thoughtseize Inquisition good combo deck like this, I'm not feeling good in game 3. All right. What do we got here? Time Twister? Okay. That feels like a desperation move, which I agree. That's where Daxter's is at right now. And now I've got sufficient action to probably close this out. Or I'd guess. But I suppose we'll see. Is this like attack into Ninja? Hope for the Fallen Shinobi of a lifetime? Does Daxter's have Fallen Shinobi and Kaito? Yeah. All right. All right, I go to 6 here. Let's see what you hit. 2 lands. I didn't even think there was much that could have done it, but I mean, obviously hitting Atraxa plus something could have been pretty big. Okay. Let's make a 2/2. And attack for sufficient amounts of damage. Okay, go into game 3. Still don't think Oust is good. Staff of the Storyteller, anything? Ghost Vacuum? I guess Ghost Vacuum to counter Necromancy and to eat Echo Vions is probably fine. I could take out a land on the draw. I'm running kind of 1 land over. After all, why shouldn't I take out a land? All right, time for game 3. I don't even know how good it is to have Lotus in hand against a double duress person. Certainly going to keep this hand. See what Daxter's has got. No turn 1 duress. Oh. God, this is so brutal where like I really want to discard Atraxa, but I'm so concerned about a duress. He didn't play duress on turn 1. All right. Let's not get owned, please. One time, no duress or Thoughtseize. Or Inquisition or Thoughtseize. I mean, didn't play it on turn 1. If Daxter had gone Island Go, I might not have even done this play. Swamp Go, when of course against the Lotus player, you're going to cast your 1-mana discard. It just has to be. Unfortunately, Arid Mesa cannot get black, so I can't duress and then reanimate. But Daxter didn't have a lot of counters, so assuming I don't draw a black source, I'm just going to go Mox Diamond, discard, reanimate here. Okay, that's fine. That's, you know, it could be worse. Mox Diamond. I think I discard the Endotha Triumph. I didn't see Daze either. I'm just going to reanimate the Atroxa here. Okay. Oh, I hit Lotus. That's nice. So I hit Artifact, Land, Creature, Sorcery. So Sorcery, Land. I'm going to get Atroxa Bounce, so I don't really want to put that in hand. I didn't draw an... Oh, no, I did. Windswept Teeth is untapped black. And I guess, do I want Blood Tithe or Suspicious Stowaway? I think I'll take Blood Tithe. Okay. And then go Heath. Crack this for Bayou. Duress. Frantic Search, Demonic Tutor, Narset. Oh, must have just drawn the Ether Spellbomb. That's funny. Yeah, and I guess I'll take DT. That seems fine. And Thieving Skydiver, so I don't really want to play Lotus. Ooh, a Thieving Skydiver next turn is gonna, on the Mox, be really annoying. So if Daxter draws a land here, I'm not loving it. Though, should I have just played Lotus? It's already got a good target, because now I have to discard. I think I'll just discard the Eagles. All right, no land, no land, no land. That's not a land. That's not a land either. Okay. I guess I want to play land, Blood Tithe, Currency Converter. Okay. Fade land one more time. Then I get to just cast Atroxa next turn. Those 4 plus 2 unknowns. Could be land. Daxters could be deciding what to do now. I mean, you know about Lotus Atroxa, so if you have a land, you kind of have to Thieving Skydiver to Mox, I feel like. Or sure, Frantic Search first totally plays, but we'll see. We'll see what Daxters does. Has 6 cards in hand. We'll see which of these get discarded. Didn't draw blue either, so can't necessarily cast Narset. Though I think post Frantic Search, pretty likely to have a land. So fading the land for 1 turn was, I think, about as much as we could ask for. Next turn, hard cast Atroxa, or I could cast the One Ring. If Daxter takes the Mox, I could Lotus out the One Ring. I kind of don't want to Lotus. Discards Preacher or Narset. Okay, I guess I don't know what's going on. I kind of don't want to Lotus and not play Atroxa because it'd be pretty difficult to do it otherwise. Could take Currency Converter here, but I still think it's going to be the Mox. We'll see, though. Yeah, Daxter's made the right play. Let's draw and see what we hit. Steam Vents. I could Iteration here. Let's just kill the Skydiver while I still have this blood token. I think I'm going to Iteration. All right, well, I got some garbage out of here. Let's put Island back, exile Inspiring Vantage, and Skydiver's gone, so I'm going to play the Lotus because of Duress. And then next turn I can Atroxa, and I have Blood Token. I could Blood Token, discard Stoneforge to make a 2/2. I'm at 9 because of that reanimate. 4 cards in hand. I don't know any of them. Thoughtseize. All right. That's fine. It's going to make my currency converter work, so I might not even use the blood token then. We'll see. It's still possible that discarding Stoneforge is good because it uses my mana nicely. Next turn, I'm hoping to not play Stoneforge because it's going to take one of those two, I guess, and I can cast the other one is kind of the idea. I get to put it under Converter, so I can't get Necromancy at least. Could have Necromancy as an instant, I guess. All right. Am I getting Kaito'd? No. Passing the turn. Daxters have Hull Breacher, Tishana's Tidebinder? No, playing something else. Sephiroth. Fabled Soldier. And can sack Baleful Strix to draw a card. Is indeed going to do that. So one thing that's also nice about making this play, oh, that's not bad either, is now I can put Stoneforge in the graveyard. It just means that Atrox is not vulnerable, which is nice. Oh, let's do that. Let's crack Arid Mesa. Let's get Plains. Elite Spellbinder here. See what is up. Subtlety, and then Bolt Sephiroth here, and send for 2. All right, Daxters has Island in hand. Can play the land, so it can play the Subtlety for 6 mana. But I can just maybe leave my attackers back, or I guess in this particular case, I'll get to play the One Ring. So I'm going to put Atroxa into the graveyard. It's fine. I want to make my 2/2. Use my card. Okay, well, I'm going to attack for 7 here, and if Daxters plays Subtlety, I'll play Atali. If Daxters doesn't, I'll play the One Ring. Okay, I hope that the last card here isn't a Hull Breacher. And do I use this now? Well, I guess we'll see. Oh, I guess the last card is Hull Breacher, but that's okay. I just won't use the One Ring. To be clear, I was probably not going to use it because it plays too badly into Hull Breacher and Tidebinder. No, you got to be kidding me. Okay, I thought that was Time Twister. Necromancy is also pretty bad for me here. Wow, Daxters drew Hull Breacher into Necromancy Time Twister? No Time Twister, but a bunch of stuff. Okay. Damn. Those were some good top decks. I guess that is how it goes sometimes. I could have not put Atroxa into the graveyard, but I thought attacking was pretty important. They had no cards in hand. I'd probably do the same again. Could still Necromancy other things, but yeah, Atroxa certainly was the best of the options. Okay, so has Subtlety, picks up. Let's just see. Kaito, Urtai. Oh man, Urtai, so now has that up too. Kaito, Urtai, Occult Epiphany, and Swamp. Damn, that was the nuts. Yeah, I'm dead now. All right, I guess good beats. Inquisition as well. And played the Swamp. So these are the cards in hand. Let's take my turn. Yeah, no, I'm dead. Fair enough. Fair enough. 1-1. All right, yeah, that was a beat. Playing against now, probably not the real Selena Gomez, playing against black-green. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep this hand on the draw. I would like to draw another land so I can turn 1, just go land Mox Stoneforge, but don't think I'm supposed to mulligan it. Oh, currency converter is pretty interesting. All right, so let's go Lotus. How do I want to do this? I could sack this for white. play converter, play Mox. Yeah. Sack this for weight, play converter, play Mox, play Stoneforge. Imperial Seal. Yeah, that's probably what I want to end up doing. All right. Currency converter. Stoneforge Mystic. Sad that I have the Cauldron in hand. Mox, discard a land. Make a 2/2, and then Imperial Seal for, I guess, I don't know. Inspiring Vantage, sure. And hope they can't kill Stoneforge Mystic. They have Dismember in their deck. If they can't kill Stoneforge, then next turn I get to do the thing. I also am going to get to make a treasure off of the converter, so there's that. I mean, I guess I could have Imperial Sealed for something else, but it seemed like just getting a treasure or getting a land was good. Emperor of Bones, okay. Well, Caracas doesn't stop Cauldron Complete, so not too worried here. Land. Cauldron. Smash for 5. Stoneforge has been good. Man, that last game was tough. Could I have done something differently? I guess not putting the Atrox in the graveyard is maybe the biggest thing. But I don't know. I really wanted to bait the subtlety there, so it seemed like making the second 2/2 was pretty good. And again, no cards in hand makes it pretty hard. Am I never going to make the 2/2? I didn't feel like it was going that well. Okay, draw. Let's just attack here first. Attack for 6. And play Blood Tithe. Because I could play Teferi and bounce Emperor Bones, then they'd Caracas. I wouldn't even get to draw a card. This is better because now I have lethal out. Yeah, I was going to say, might want to just buff up the Emperor and gets a Lotus Cobra out end of turn. Okay, so this is the turn to make a big play, I guess, and then hopefully my Teferi is a good way to close things out. So I guess I'm not going to use Converter end of turn because I want to keep my Teferi, but there was some temptation to using Blood Token to convert here. Okay, a tapped Breeding Pool, that's good. It means we're not going completely nuts here. Okay, Emperor Bones here. I mean, this Lotus Cobra is going away. Oh, smashing. All right, that's aggressive. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll go to 10. I don't mind that. And you got more moves? No? Okay. Let's play Teferi here. I mean, it uses up my treasure. I was kind of hoping to draw a land. Oh, okay, well, no response, so I guess I'll just bounce the thing and attack for 9. All right. Got game 1. Played a lot of spells on turn 1, but it was still pretty vulnerable to any removal spell. I think I want Fiery Confluence in this matchup. Duress, they have natural order, so Duress is something. Definitely want like Prismatic Ending and stuff like that. I don't think I want the Ghost Vacuum. I guess I could take out the Duress maybe. Okay. Caracas is very annoying here. Okay, game 2. I think this hand's keepable. I have Iteration, Oust, Teferi. That the only obviously issue is I don't have a Plains, but I don't know. I feel like I've got a lot of white sources in my deck. If I find a Plains, this hand becomes very good. If I find, like, obviously Flash, Mox Diamond is just crazy good here. Lotus, turn 4 Atali. Top and Converter are both fine. I don't know. I'm in. All right. They rolled a 5. So if I draw a white on turn 1, I'm going to say that we're going to win this game. Close, Demons. It's a duel. Not great. It's kind of brutal to draw a blue-red duel, given that any other color is better for me here. What you got? Sylvan Caryatid? Oh my god, but no land. All right, well, I got an iteration here. Any Mox Diamonds? Any Mox Diamonds? Yes. All right, so I'm going to put, I guess, Imperial Seal into hand. Hit the Mox. Discard Island, and then let's oust the Noble, because that redrawing it in 2 turns is, I think, better. I can still Prismatic ending something next turn, hopefully. Emperor of Bones. Yeah, they drew a tap land, and their top card's an Ignoble, huh? Drawing a Troxa was not ideal. So I could Imperial Seal here. I kind of want to just Teferi the Emperor of Bones, or Prismatic ending it. I don't know. I just don't want to use my whole turn to cast this and then Imperial Seal for like a flash or something. I can set that up later. Let's go. That's Teferi. Because if I draw a black off the Teferi, that's also pretty nice. Bounce that. Oh, okay, I drew Currency Converter. That's not terrible. All right, pass the turn. I just wanted to do a little more with my turn, because I think their next turn's probably be cast Emperor of Bones, cast Ignoble Hierarch. And then I can also +1 Teferi and kind of slow roll the decision on Imperial Seal and whatnot. Emperor Hierarch. All right. Exiling my cards out of graveyard. That, again, doesn't matter. Oh, Eagles is actually pretty nice. Because it works with... Oh, that was kind of nuts, actually. It works with Converter, too. So let's go +1 Teferi. I think I'm going to have to let the Ignoble live at this point, because I think I want a Prismatic ending the Emperor of Bones. I want to play my land here this turn, too. So... it's a little awkward, is it? Actually, let's just get plains, and I think just pass the turn. I don't think there's a way for this to go too wrong, because I don't really care about the iteration getting exiled. Okay. Ursine Monstrosity. Okay. And then they mill. Miscalc. Unfortunately, the Ignoble means I can't block with the token. But, I mean, I could, but I wouldn't get to threaten to do anything about it. All right, let's just Prismatic ending that thing. All right. You have 1 card in hand. Oh, it's a Skull Clamp, and that's their last card, and now they get to clamp the Ignoble. Okay. They're battling. They are battling. Let's make a 2/2. And I think I just get through the breach here. I could also get Lotus. I could get Lotus and just cast Italia or Atraxa here. Yeah, I guess that's probably better. So who is better to cast? I actually think I think Atali here, because I'll still be able to block the Ursine Monstrosity next turn, and then I don't know. Just I feel like there's a pretty good chance. I guess Atraxa lets me hit my land drop. No, maybe maybe in this spot Atraxa is better because I have a lot of mana. Atraxa is less, given that I have this much mana, Atraxa is a lot less, a lot harder for it to miss. Okay, land, artifact, sorcery, creature. I don't really want Cauldra, so I think I'll take Coalition Relic, reanimate, stowaway. I mean, I did kind of miss here. Bayou. But I can still play Suspicious Stowaway, which I think is better than using Currency Converter, plus Teferi. And pass the turn, I mean, they have to contend with an Atraxa here, and then next turn I can reanimate Itali or cast Itali, assuming I draw a land. Natural Order? Okay. What do you get with Natural Order here? Alpha Deathclaw to kill Atraxa? Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. And they hit me for 7. That's kind of a lot. Oh, they milled Caracas. That's nice. Yeah, you can't attack Teferi, unfortunately. So go to 11. Sure, I guess so. Let's take my turn. I'm probably going to bounce the Alpha Deathclaw here. I could also just cast Itali. It seems kind of nice just to cast Itali here and see what I hit. And then maybe reanimate Atraxa next turn. All right, what do we got? Grief and Blood Tithe. Nice. That was pretty good. And boom. All right. We took it down. This was quite the deck. That Lost to Daxter's was close. Again, not the best Lotus deck, but Lotus is still great. This is my Itali sorting. I think that this deck was pretty solid. It was a little messy. I feel good about passing the mocks, though. Larry 0-3'd, so maybe the passing the mocks didn't work out that well. I beat Sven's Time Walk Ancestral deck. That's always nice. And I went 2-1. Couldn't ask for much more. We're up 6-5. Hope my teammate wins. At the very least, we've got a draw on our hands. And another Lotus deck. I've had a lot of those recently. My garden's been blooming. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me as always. And this deck was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.